270 in your compass is due west. It's probably a little more like 280 or 290 as it begins to make that turn. We'll get another run of the GFS about 6 o'clock, which, I don't know, GFS has not done very well. I think the big run tonight is going to be the 2 a.m. European model run. That's the one where the storm is going to be already turned. There'll be some new data, and if that one comes right up the pipe, which it probably will, then I think there's really no doubt that we're talking about a storm that's going to roll up the coast. Here's wind gusts now. Check this out in Marathon. 66 mile-an-hour gust in Marathon, 47 in Key West, 24 Miami, 32 in West Palm. The wind is northwest.
Already feeling the wind.
I expect it probably to start turning a bit more to the east and southeast. 16 gusting to 25 in Tampa, gust to 37 in St. Pete. I've not been out and around, but I can those of you that have been driving over the bridges, driving down Bayshore, on any of our inlets, I would expect there to be very low water levels on our west coast, maybe a lot of mud around, because this type of wind takes the water and really pushes it away. That's why there's not going to be any storm surge flooding until the system goes by. That's not going to happen until early on Monday. So you don't have to be concerned about any inundation tonight, tomorrow, and into the storm. It'll be on the back side when the hurricane moves the other way. Advisory is in? Is it plotted?
It is plotted.
Okay, let me, here's local wind gust. We'll go right ahead. Here's what we have. Let me just kind of move through it. So winds now, 125, but the pressure is 933. So even though the pressure is dropping, there usually is a lag time for the storm to spin up and kind of respond to that dropping pressure. I think the winds are actually down a little bit. Motion is definitely west-northwest, and here's the new track, which, here are the numbers. You get a 140 here, and then you've got a 115 as a Category 3. That position looks close to maybe Spring Hill, I would think. Brooksville is a Cat 3. So in between here and then up here, and the landfall point is going to be somewhere down by Charlotte Harbor. It looks like there may be a little bit of a wobble off to the west. But this track, as I said before, a little 15 miles here and there, not a real big deal for us, but that 15-mile difference back and forth makes a big difference on the landfall point here, because you go 15 miles this way, and all of a sudden the landfall is up here. You go 15 miles this way, the landfall's down here, just because of the angle, just a little geometry thing. That's exaggerated. You can also see now, and I think this is important to point out, the cone is shrinking. And the reason why it's shrinking is because we know the margin of error this far out. And the problem is here, folks, listen to me on this, there's no escape, because this is not a good track. I mean, if the eye was here, yeah, I suppose for you in Polk County, I think it would be a good thing for you. And we all care about everyone, so everyone's equal. So I take that back. A little bit better in Polk County because it's a little farther away, but you're on the east side. That's not good. But you're talking about a storm like this, then you've got some big storm surge issues on our coast. So there's really no good escape route at this point. So